This is a message for the people that have followed Grace and myself in Cryp Trade Capital over the last several months, and it is an unfortunately extremely serious message and very disturbing. Many of you will know that we joined this company on the recommendation of some friends, and of course, anytime someone recommends you a business like this, you should only invest funds that you can afford to lose, and you do it on your own initiative. You do it because you've done your own risk assessments and so forth. So, I never complain about being introduced to something. I watched the business for 3 or 4 months before I took a position in it, and I watched videos about people visiting the office in Spain. I watched videos of 2 major congresses that they had. I got invitations to some of their meetings. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to visit them, or maybe it was fortunate. But it's October the 2nd, and as I had indicated in a video, several videos, I was going to be in Spain already for some other business that I have in Spain. And so I decided to go to Alicante to visit the Cryp Trade Capital office. So I sent a number of requests and emails to the company. Really never got an answer. I also attempted in the live chat in Cryp Trade Capital to get an answer from them. And then I did finally send another email and finally got an answer. So this was one that I sent on September 27th, whenever that was. I think it was the end of last week. It was certainly not the first one that I had ever sent. When was the 27th? Let's see. Yeah, the 27th was last Wednesday, and now it's Monday morning, October 2. So I said I'm visiting Alicante next Monday and will come to the office to visit you. Can I get an appointment, please? Best regards, James. I got a response back from Mr. James Ashmore on the 29th, which would be Friday. Dear James and Grace, we're waiting for you on working days during working hours. The CEO of the company is on a business trip now, but you will be able to communicate with the rest of the staff. So I had responded to that. I replied, hello, thank you very much. I'm sorry the CEO is away. We'll look forward to meeting others of the staff team. I will visit you Monday morning. Kind regards, James. And, so you can see the correspondence there. Unfortunately, ladies and gentlemen, I went to the office this morning on Monday morning, October the 2nd, and no one was there. So I have returned back. I'm back in my hotel in Alicante. You can still see I'm here off the coast of Spain, and in a hotel in Alicante, Spain. And I'd like to show you what I found out. And I will play you a short video that I did. And then when I got back, I found that I had not recorded as much as I had planned. But here's what I found out. And so I've sent an email back to support. I wrote to James Ashmore, if that's a real person. I said, Dear James, I've come to the office this morning. However, there is nobody there. Have you moved? Can you give me your new address so that I can visit? Thank you, James. So that's what happened. Now, here are photos that I took this morning when I went to Cryp Trade Capital. This is the up on the top. This is the building where it is located, or was located. So the address given is 37. Let me get it right. Probably my Spanish is pretty horrible, but I was able to communicate enough in Spanish to talk to the doorman, and literally the doorman. So it's Avenida del Alfonso 10 El Sabio 37. and I was taken there. This is the address where it is located. That's the building. That's the street address. That is number 37. On the inside of that, on the second floor, it shows you Cryp Trade Capital Holding SL. Second planta is second floor. It means the second floor. Alicante Plaza is offices on the first. I visited them. Up on the third floor is different, but this is and they had apparently you can have 3 little offices. Although when I went upstairs, I guess there was only one door, so I guess you could have 3 little cubby holes, perhaps. But so that looked promising. But when I got to the door there, the doorman said nobody was there. I said, "What do you mean nobody's there? They went for lunch?" "No." He says, "No, nobody's there. They've gone." And so I'm trying in my little bit of Spanish to see if I can get some other information from him. Finally, he blurts out the English word closed. So Cryp Trade Capital, according to that gentleman, now that's not the most authoritative person in the world to give an opinion about something, but he says they're closed, and I guess since he's the doorman for the building, he would know if someone has moved out. They've moved out. This is the video that I did on the upstairs. I'll see if I can play that to you. I thought it was a little bit longer, but this is me up on the second floor, and then this is me very unhappy outside when I finished. And I thought I was recording a video, and I apparently just stopped, so I didn't get to finish recording that. But let's see if this will play, and you can hear and see what I saw on the at the offices. At the offices of Cryp Trade Capital, according to their website, I came to the building, to the address given. They say that they have offices on the second floor. This is the second floor. And as you can see, the lights are out. There's nobody answering the door, and there's no activity here. The gentleman downstairs has informed me that these people are closed. You can see second floor, and this is the office, and you can see inside that there's no activity, and it's dark inside. So that's Cryp Trade Capital, ladies and gentlemen. And that's the whole office space. Oh, the lights just went off. Let me turn it back on. So yeah, that's what I was able to see. I did double check for myself that the space is obviously empty, and there's no other entrances, so it's not a question, did I miss the entrance, or was there another entrance that I missed? No. I went back downstairs to talk to the doorman a little bit further, and then you saw my very shocked, I'm still horribly shocked, because my wife and I had fairly significant funds in there. We'd also done some recruiting and some people in there. We have been, but you can see other reports. Some people have just been to this massive event that they just did. Oh, and by the way, you can see the photo shows Alicante, Valencia, Spain, October 2 at 11:14 a.m. So I went there at about 10:30 and spent about 45 minutes around the office. So you can see what's actually, the timestamp. It's actually time-stamped. They just finished doing this huge, beautiful, glorious Congress in Turkey with, hundreds and hundreds of people, where they entertained all those distributors quite lavishly. You get finally an English-speaking response back from the company. They finally have someone who speaks English, apparently. and they've been having some difficulties. So I have dug around a little bit further. I was told that they've been having some payment difficulties also, and that certainly has come up in the short time, I would think. So they've been having a hard time to withdraw from Polynex to cover all the payments because they were growing too fast. So that's what I've been told about their cash flow situation. But that I only learned after I came back from the office and started asking some people, because all the reports, both from our sponsor and from anybody else who's been a leader in this company, has been all indications are full speed ahead. And so I just couldn't be more shocked to be reporting to you that the office is empty. They've disappeared. They're not responding to emails as to where they are. And at least according to a doorman, and bear in mind this is not the most authoritative source in the world, but he understood. I asked him where they went, because a doorman will normally know. If someone's moving out of a building, a doorman normally knows where they have gone. So I asked him in at least, baby Spanish, ¿Dónde va? Where did they go? And he said he didn't know. And he knew well enough, to tell me they were finished. And then he used the English word closed. So that's not moved. That's closed. And so, this is a really disturbing situation. They've disappeared. Payments are late. So my advice is, don't put any more money into this, obviously. Don't promote it until we get any clarification. And if you've got funds that you can withdraw, I would recommend that you withdraw. If you have recently deposited monies, remember that they use a system called coin payments. So I would recommend that you ask coin payments to cancel any transactions that you've made. If your transactions have already gone through and they are with Cryp Trade Capital, then we can only hope that they will, try to do the honorable thing and continue to pay or trade. Let's hope that this is a false indication of their closing. Let's hope they haven't run with the money. They've got some, I'm not going to speculate a little bit further, but I did want to get this report out. It's a first-hand report on the 2nd of October, 2017, from someone who went out of their way to fly to Alicante, made an appointment with them, and they have disappeared. So very, very serious situation. I'm sorry to report it to you, but that's the news that I have to give to you, unfortunately, today. So again, take measures to protect yourself, and let's hope that the company can respond with a reasonable explanation as to what in the world is going on here. Very, very shocking. Thank you. Bye-bye.